Welcome to 2 out of 3 Recommend. I'm Lee.
And I'm Brett.
We're two brothers out of three getting together to chat.
And recommend drinks, movies, shows, and things to keep you busy.
Welcome to another episode of the 2 out of 3 Brothers podcast. We are 2 out of 3 brothers talking about stuff. Hello, Brett.
Hello, Lee.
How are you?
I am good.
Good. Last week was basically one topic that you supplied.
Yes.
So I'm going to supply 3 topics this week.
All right.
Okay.
Great.
And a drink.
Good.
I've accidentally
So I'm off this week.
just realised that I've done tropical back to back.
Another tropical.
I've never had a
Fat
little fat lamb
Neither have I.
brewed.
I don't know if I have either.
This is little fat lamb tropical,
I reckon I have at some point.
made by the Hawkesbury Brewing Company. It says brewed wine.
Okay.
So little fat lamb brewed alcoholic tropical. It is 2.4 standard drinks.
Well, I might not drink the whole thing if
Yeah.
I'm driving.
Yeah, that's fair.
I drink responsibly.
Cheers.
Ew.
Oh, that is interesting.
That's more... Ooh, yuck. Banana?
Yep, there's a fair whack of banana in there.
Ooh, that's not nice.
It's though. It's not a session drink. Like, I don't think I could drink more than one of them, which is probably
I could
okay.
drink
'cause
half of one.
it's 2.4 standards. It's quite fake.
It's bad. Not a fan. Won't be buying that
If you'd
again.
like another drink, the fridge is full of
Yeah.
random singles of the last few weeks.
Is there a lemon rusky in there?
If you want, there is actually.
Good.
Just to balance out the 2.4 with a 0.9. I'm okay. I'll drink it, but
I'll sip it.
it's not something that I would choose from the shelf.
No.
It's very sweet. It's very fake. And very alcoholic.
Yeah. It's just not enjoyable.
Yeah. Also, if you'd like one of these stubby holders, get in touch with us. 2 Drink Cinema stubby holder. Get in touch with us at the socials at 2 out of 3 brothers.
Yeah. Do all that.
Okay.
I actually did something that you did not long ago and recommended, and then I did it.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went and saw Wicked.
How was it?
It was okay.
First, how were the standing ovations?
Only the leads.
Good.
Yeah.
Because that was my main takeaway from the show. How did the audience respond? Because at my version, if you didn't listen to the original episode, on my showing of it, the standing ovation was from the chorus onwards.
The monkeys don't need an ovation.
Which, yeah, I felt it was too early because there's no extra you can do for the leads.
We've had this.
And Elphaba was amazing.
She was very good. I thought Glinda was better.
Yeah.
Acting-wise, she was very good. She was
Yes.
clearly having like the time of her life up there.
Yep.
We had a different, what's her name? Madame Morrible, is that a person?
Oh, you didn't
Yeah.
have Robin Niven?
No,
She's good, Robin Niven.
but she was still very good.
Robin Niven from Upper Middle Bogan. No, actually, Robin Niven from The Matrix Reloaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a great
It's
show.
a great show. Like, it wasn't full. So we had no one in front of us. So we were up the things. Dress circle, whatever it is, like row G. So it's like a good spot.
Yeah.
And there was no one in the couple of rows in front of us. So, nobody's head was in the way or anything.
Yep.
Yeah, the songs are good. They're not all great. There's some bad songs in there. Basically anything a man sings. But yeah, great show.
The Wizards song is not bad.
I was such a mental man. No.
It's not terrible. But it's not
up to the
Defying
same
Gravity
caliber
or The Wizard and
caliber
I.
of half the other songs. So.
Yeah.
No, very good. Very good show. Very good vibe in the place. Regent Theatre. I was like, I couldn't remember anything I'd seen there.
I've seen West Side Story there, and I think I saw Singing in the Rain years ago there with Mum.
I feel like we saw Man of La Mancha there.
Didn't we see that at the State Theatre? When we saw it with Anthony Warlow?
Yeah. So that's the thing. I couldn't really remember anything I'd seen there. So I'm pretty sure I have seen something there before.
Did you wear that T-shirt? Because
it's green.
Because I was unaware that you had to wear green to go and see Wicked.
Oh.
Did you have a lot of people wearing green?
A few people wearing green.
Yeah, I didn't think it was necessary.
But no, it was good, and there were some really funny bits in it. Like when Glinda does Popular, sings that song.
It's a great song.
It's great. She just goes for it,
and she does the little makeup stuff, and I think Glinda's acting was outstanding, and Elphaba's voice is amazing.
The lighting and the effects and everything.
Yeah, the production's incredible.
Yeah. The lighting, especially at Defying Gravity, adds to the...
Defying Gravity?
Did I say Defying Gravity?
You said the lighting in particular on Defying Gravity.
Defying Gravity. Oh, we're not doing this again. Fuck off. Defying Gravity kind of adds to the epicness of it. So... yeah, very good. Recommend. I do also recommend to the Australian theatre producers to maybe get some new shows out.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
That's huge. That's going to cost a lot of money to tour Back to the Future because you have to tour a time machine. Like in the show, they actually time travel.
Yeah, it's
when I
really
went to see it, I actually went back to 1955.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Did you get gay bashed?
No, because I stayed in the audience.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
And I was on the West End.
And
so it was
you weren't the only one there.
No. It was reasonably accepting even in the 50s, the West End, I imagine.
Yeah. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, great.
And then every time I see a show, I'm like, I need to see more shows. So, yeah.
There is a problem here. We are recording an episode before we go to see a show that will be finished by the time this episode comes out.
That sounded like maths.
But what we are going to recommend is going to see local theatre.
Local theatre.
Because we are going to see Into the Woods.
Into the Woods.
For the 20th anniversary of Brett doing Into the Woods.
That is the one reason why we're doing it.
With a different
because
company.
It'll pretty much be almost... like May.
20 years to the week almost.
Almost to the week. So I said, you know what, it has been 20 years, but I remember the lines as much as I did then because there were a couple of lines I messed up consistently. And it wasn't anything major. I just got like the characters' names wrong. But
Do you remember the third brother's lines as well?
The courage is waiting. I think that was it.
Yeah, okay. So he's winning the Estelle Reiner Best Extra Award.
And then he killed someone.
Oh,
in the stage.
With a curtain
rod. I died 3 times. Yeah.
Brett played the narrator.
I played the narrator / mysterious man.
Yeah.
2 characters.
You did it at
very good.
School.
Did it at school, yeah.
In your penultimate year of school.
That is correct.
And now the Williamstown Musical Theatre Company are doing a production of it, and that is about 20 minutes down the road from the 2 out of 3 Brothers Studios.
Yep.
So we are going to go and see it, and I know a few people in the band as well. So it's going to be a great show. And
it is a great show.
I think there are a number of community theatre organisations that are grossly underrated.
Yeah.
The tickets are $50.
Bargain.
Which, if you think about what you have to pay to go and get a movie in a Choc Top, that's $50. Not really, but you know.
But if you take, I get, yeah. But it's a whole thing going to the movies, and then people, are you in my seat? I suppose people would probably do that at the theatre as well, but.
So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to going, and I've made it a thing recently to try and go and see more community theatre. So I'm very much looking forward to going to see Into the Woods. And if you are listening to this episode in the past, go and see it.
Very good.
Very good.
It'll be a good show. I like that it's similar kind of things, Wicked and Into the Woods, of let's have a light-hearted, fun first
Relook
half
at
blah blah
traditional
blah
stuff.
and then in the second half let's just make it really serious.
Yeah, to the point where an old lady walked out of your production of it.
This is sick.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking 4 people died. Settle down, lady. Surely more people you used to death. It was one of the old ladies. Should be used to death by now, just because it's a bunch of kids killing each other.
4 people died that week
Gosh,
in the home. That's dark.
that's bad. Maybe it was a bit dark for her Wednesday night.
Maybe 4 people did die that week.
Maybe that's why she was a bit triggered.
So it was a bit much. Should
Love
we talk? Speaking of seats,
Yes.
I remembered I want to talk about some etiquette.
Okay.
I'm etiquetting.
Etiquetting.
Okay. What's a song to do with etiquette?
Etiquette. There you go.
Surely there's a song of like the right way to do things.
I feel like it would be sung by Julie Andrews.
Yeah. Anyway, the etiquette of saving seats. If you are in a general admission type situation,
Okay.
blanket yes or no is saving seats okay?
Yes.
What if you are in a general admission lawn type situation?
You can still, bring a couple of blankets.
So, a few weeks ago, this is going back a while, I went to the football at Mars Stadium in Ballarat.
Okay.
So it was country footy style, but it was the Bulldogs before our season turned to shit. So people wanted to go.
Okay.
And
Is this after you beat Richmond by 100 points?
No,
Is that
this
when your
is-
season turned to shit?
no, this is pre us losing to other teams that we should have beaten.
Nah. Anyway, continue.
We went, right, and we were waiting on some other people. And so I kind of sat widely and put my scarf out there and put my scarf kind of behind me. And people were telling me off for saving space. They're like, you can't just save a piece of grass. I'm like,
Yes, you can.
well, I want to be able to sit with my friends. Yeah, but it's general admission. Like, yeah.
yeah.
And so I was
So
thinking,
get friends.
I'm thinking, what's the difference between saving a lawn and saving a seat?
Nothing.
Because if I was at the G in the general admission and I put my scarf over 3 seats, no one would bat an eyelid.
No. The only difference is that it's not a seat.
Exactly. We got there early enough
Interesting.
to make sure we could get space for these couple of people that have kids and are going to be harder for them to get there,
Yeah.
to drive from Geelong to Ballarat.
That's a different story.
You don't want to save space for kids. We just saved some space. People could still see. It just meant you sat there instead of here.
Yep.
Say what? I just don't understand the difference between saving space and saving seats.
I think it's because it's not defined. Like you save a seat, it's easier to say one person is taking up that seat. Whereas with space,
Yeah,
am I taking up this much space? Am I going to lean on my elbow and then fall asleep and be in pain? Then I'm going to have to readjust and maybe try lie on my back with my neck crooked up. And then am I going to be in pain? Then I'm going to lay on my stomach and then put it like that kind of thing. And then be like, oh no, I can't lie like that. I've got a bad back. You don't know how much room you're going to take up. Whereas a seat is a clearly defined, that is your seat. Done.
I think I was fairly conservative with the amount of space I was saving, considering there were 4 more people coming.
Yeah.
But people full had a go at me. And I'm just like, no, don't care.
People
Just
are stupid.
put my scarves there and I sat. And I don't think I was in the wrong.
Maybe it was a Ballarat person was like, these city folk are coming up taking my grass.
These city folk have given money into your economy, Ballarat. So take the money.
Okay.
Because we went and had breakfast somewhere, brunch somewhere, with my former radio co-host, Amber.
Oh, yes.
And a can of Coke was $6.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Tourist tax. Ballarat.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
That's daylight robbery.
It is. And it was a bright day too. It was a bright sunny day.
I mean, like, $6 said, no, thank you, that's fine. I'll go somewhere else.
Well, there was nowhere else. We were at the ground. But it wasn't in. It was the restaurant attached to the ground.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, tourist tax. I doubt it was $6 every other day of the week.
Was it a Sunday? Did they have like Sunday rates?
No, it was a Saturday.
Oh,
Sure, it was a Saturday.
interesting.
But there wasn't a sign saying a 10% surcharge on a Saturday.
Well, even
or a
if
Sunday.
that's a 10%, then you're
It's $5.50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$5.47. Yeah,
Yeah. So
interesting.
if you have any
I'm not going
thoughts
to Ballarat
on
again.
whether or not I can...
Oh, we have to go to Ballarat.
Yeah, we are going to Ballarat again, where our cousin owns a cocktail bar there. Very good cocktail bar by all accounts. If you can't save grass, let me know if I was in the wrong.
Okay. Well, I've said my piece. What do the listeners think?
What do the listeners think? Call 555-BROS.
555-3226.
Really?
No, that's Mr. Plough.
That doesn't even spell plough.
Call Mr. Plough. Contact 53226. It doesn't spell plough, but that's his number.
Why would you get it to spell plough? Did Barney already get it?
I don't know.
What's spell bros? 2763. No.
2767.
2767. 555-2767.
Call him
Don't
now.
call it. Don't call it because it's not us. Because we don't have 555s.
We're waiting by our phones.
We don't have 555s in Australia. When we do live shows, you can call in.
Yeah.
Not the live shows that are at Pride of our Footscray.
No.
That's all I had for etiquette.
Okay.
Remembering and remembering.
Oh, is it nostalgia time, is it?
And remembering.
Woohoo! What lolly did you bring today?
I didn't bring a lolly, unfortunately. The push pop that I had 3 sucks on,
Yeah, you
sounds
clearly
terrible,
liked it.
is still there from last episode.
I wonder if I can drive. I wonder if I can drive home and have a push pop. I'm going to try it.
Okay, you're just going to keep it on your finger while you
Yeah,
steer?
go. Yeah.
Right.
I won't put it on the rude finger. People think I'm flipping them off.
This week's movie for Two Drink Cinema is Hairspray. Okay?
Yes, it is.
Spoiler.
Is this your nostalgia?
No, my nostalgia is that I watched it on Blu-ray, right?
Yeah.
And at the start of the Blu-ray, the ad came up saying, Australians make
You wouldn't
great...
steal the car.
No, not that one. Australians make great movies.
And is it the Happy Feet poster?
Something.
Yeah.
And then... But video piracy is threatening our industry. So next time you burn a DVD, think, what are you really burning? And then the Happy Feet poster burns.
Poor little Happy Feet.
So I had nostalgia for burning CDs.
Okay.
Do you remember those days?
I had multiple CDs that... So you go onto your iTunes
Yep.
and you find the songs you downloaded from LimeWire.
Yep.
And then you put them in a playlist, and then you put that playlist on a CD. And then you put it in your CD as you drive to university.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
And
the
it
way
had,
to go.
It had my favourites, and then it had certain artists, and then it had another one, so it was just like all good singy songs if I wanted to sing along.
Yep.
And then I had just random stuff.
It was a great time. It was the idea of the mixtape.
Yes.
Because for the generation older than us,
Yeah.
the older
X.
Gen Xers,
Yeah.
mixtapes were a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
Mixtapes could be a love letter.
They were.
They were a love letter.
Here's the songs that make me think about you.
And they were created
She's a man
often by recording songs off the radio.
That was also mad nostalgia. Double TFM recording Shania Twain's That Don't Impress Me Much off the radio and forgetting to unrecord it. So then you get the ads as well.
You get the announcer. But then that also came up. Remember I had a version of Outkast's Hey Ya that in the that I'd gotten from LimeWire.
Want to Wait Jams.
Yeah. But just in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Had the station announcement in it, but I couldn't be fucked finding a new version, so I just
On your mini disc.
got used to it being part of the song.
I remembering. Sometimes there was a CD that had a scratch. So at certain points of the song, it skipped a bit.
Oh, yeah, and that you burnt the scratch across.
And so I listened to that CD with that scratch during that point of Breathless by The Cause so much that every time I still listen to it, I imagine that scratch being there.
Remember the excitement and the new level of CD capabilities when you could be able to burn a MP3 CD? Because you could burn CDs, right? And they could fit like 15 tracks on them.
Yeah.
But then when you could burn MP3 CDs, because MP3s were compressed, you could fit like 40 songs on there.
Yeah.
And that was madness.
I spent a good period of my time burning CDs for car rides.
Yeah. I remember Sarah, who we used to drive to uni with, she didn't like the same songs as myself and Brenton. So
Really? That surprises me.
She burnt a CD that made Brenton and I listen to the songs she liked from 2007 that we didn't even know existed.
Yeah. Nice.
So I learnt a couple of songs. And now if ever they pop up, if I'm listening to Kiss FM or Gold that probably plays 2007 songs now as classics, I'm like, oh, Sarah McKee.
And then you would have to go to, because you had an old car, you'd have to go to Autobarn or Repco and buy a CD player you could put into your car.
Or buy a tape thing that plugged into the Discman.
Oh, which never worked.
Well, because the Discman was the most sensitive
The Discman
thing
was great, wasn't
ever.
it?
I remember I got a Discman that had anti-shock, which did absolutely nothing.
No, it was still very shocking.
But it was very, very fancy. Top-of-the-line Discman that meant you could walk around with a CD player.
Yeah.
As long as you walked, I think, like Jaime from Get Smart and didn't really move anything.
Yeah.
And just kind of, don't annoy me. I am not moving because I'm listening to a CD. One more thing of mad nostalgia, speaking of Discman, I watched a couple of episodes yesterday of Blue Heelers.
Oh.
And there was a kid who walked into the station from an episode of 1996 and he had his Discman hanging off his blue jeans.
And that guy grew up to become Chris Hemsworth.
David Wenham was in the episode before that, actually.
As Maggie's brother.
As Maggie's heroin-addicted brother.
Oh, Robbie.
Nice. Yeah, Robbie and Mick were Maggie's brothers. He overdosed on heroin on her 25th birthday.
Ah.
Rude. So that's my nostalgia for the week. Burning CDs and DVDs.
DVDs I don't remember so much.
Yeah. We are...
I don't remember burning DVDs.
Vaguely connected to the movie industry, so we were never movie pirates.
You wouldn't steal a car.
Yeah.
You wouldn't steal a handbag? You wouldn't steal a...
Surely they didn't put a child in there.
No, I don't know.
It went up to car, didn't it?
Cash?
You wouldn't steal a handbag.
Yeah.
You wouldn't steal a car was the last one.
You wouldn't steal a...
So why would you steal a movie?
God, they were great.
You can keep a car for longer than 2 hours.
I want to get a T-shirt that says you wouldn't steal a...
They do it.
Yeah.
They make them.
I'm going to look for it.
There's a meme that pops around occasionally that says, I had a pirate theme for Halloween and someone came as a movie pirate. And so they had the T-shirt that said you wouldn't steal a car in that font. And then they were handing out pirated copies of
Pirates of the
DVDs.
Caribbean, yeah.
You just needed a Sharpie and the white disc.
I'd be like, what's your favourite movie?
DVD-R.
Yeah. I wonder if you can even buy them anymore. You would.
I'm sure. Not at Officeworks.
Not at
but probably
Coles like they used to.
Yeah, probably at the same place that you can buy typewriter ribbon or a cassette tape. Do you know who's released a cassette tape?
Shayna Blaze.
T-Swift.
Fuck off.
Has released a new album on cassette tape.
She's a dumbass.
She's a dumbass that's got $1 billion more than us.
But like, nobody has a cassette player.
No, but
somebody have to go out and buy a cassette player now. Yeah, but does it work? No.
It's yours, actually.
Yeah, the blue one.
Your little blue one.
God, that got worn out. The amount of times I've played that Avril Lavigne Let Go CD on that while pretending to do homework.
People buy it because they want copies of things. People because I was listening to this podcast the other day and they were talking about it in relation to books. But people now want physical copies of things.
Yeah.
If that thing is special to them.
I did a clean out yesterday of my house. You know those, I don't know if calico's the right word. The bag? Calico?
Yeah.
Like the big ones that are
Like
like
you meant Calippos.
red and white and blue.
Those, no, they're like they're just plasticky kind of ones.
Right. One bag of those overflowing with clothes. I just went, I don't wear this. I don't wear this. Gone. So now I have half a wardrobe empty, basically.
Yeah, I'm due to do that.
So now I can buy more novelty T-shirts to wear on podcasts.
Now I can buy You Wouldn't Steal a Car T-shirt.
You wouldn't steal a handbag. You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a money. You wouldn't steal something from a shop. You wouldn't steal a food.
You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal. Let me see. Do you reckon I'm just gonna play the ad?
Yeah, just play the ad.
All right.
It's not copyright. God, that song that takes me back. Do.
I'll put it into the episode for everybody watching. You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a handbag. You wouldn't steal a television.
Television? Like those two guys walking down Ballarat Road?
Yeah. You wouldn't steal a movie.
Out.
Like literally pick one off the shelf and put it in your jacket. Downloading pirated films is stealing.
Iconic.
Yeah, iconic. Stealing is against the law. Piracy, it's a crime. That's not the one I watched.
No, yours is the Australian movie industry is under attack or something. I don't know.
It was this one. Not the
ad before
not the KFC Mother's Day ad that's come up on this one.
Yeah. I've got a few DVDs that start like that.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I was almost going to start getting rid of. My DVDs.
Yeah, we got rid of quite a few.
Okay.
We have, actually.
I have a couple of hundred, so I'm like, do I sell them?
No, well, we can't get rid of these because they're bloody decorating the studio.
Yeah. I could bring some in. Mine are all from those definitely dodgy kiosks in the middle of Werribee Plaza.
Oh, yeah.
Where the title's written in an Asian language.
There's actually, I don't think there's any really bad movies on this shelf that need to be gotten rid of. There's some that star people that are cancelled.
X-Men.
Baby Driver's over there.
Who's in Baby Driver?
Kevin
Spacey.
Yeah, there's no. We don't keep bad movies in the 2 out of 3 Brothers studio.
What about Ghost Town then?
It's not a great movie.
That's how we're going to choose movies going forward, is just get a dart or something and throw it at the thing and see what sticks.
No, we're going to do a Dudley Man Love and just go, and wherever my hand ends up...
The castle, fuck.
Michael Jackson Moonwalker.
Oh, there you go. Anyway.
God, the never-ending story. We don't need to make any more millennials cry.
Or the Gen Xers.
Gen Xers, oh dear. How are we going for time? Do we have time to discuss a show I've watched? Yes, I want to recommend this show because season 2's just come out and I've just started watching season 1. I sometimes forget that I have a subscription for Apple TV Plus.
Same, because nothing I go, I really need to watch that is ever on there.
Yeah, and that's not kind of the case in this show, but I left it on the loading screen for a while. Like I left it on the home screen, and so it started playing the trailer for Loot.
Ah, Maya Rudolph.
Which stars Maya Rudolph, who I love in everything that I've seen her in. So the premise is that she is married to tech billionaire Ben, the former husband of Leslie Knope from Parks and Recreation.
Yep.
And he's a tech multi-billionaire.
Okay.
And then on her 45th birthday, she finds out that he has been cheating on her with his assistant.
Oh, what a shocking original story.
25.
Yeah.
But where it goes from there is that suddenly she's worth $87 billion just on her own.
Okay.
And she finds out that she has a foundation that he set up in her name, but it's her foundation.
Okay.
And so as her kind of post-divorce midlife crisis thing, she's like, no, I do want to help the world rather than just get drunk and so drunk and high on drugs that I think the waiter is Sting and try to proposition him.
Right.
It's funny when Maya Rudolph does it.
Yeah.
So she is very good, as you would expect. The show has moved quite quickly into stuff. There's a little bit of flirting with her and a guy in the office. Her assistant is a reasonably stereotypical gay assistant. Mm-hmm. But there is Nat Faxon. Remember him? He's in Happy Endings.
Isn't he in...
Oh, no, he's in the one we
wasn't
don't
he
like.
Friends from College? Isn't
Yeah,
he
Friends
the
from
arsehole
College.
rich one?
Yes, but he's good in this. He plays the nerdy kind, not nerdy, but also divorced accountant for her foundation.
Okay.
And everything she does that has money, he's like impressed by.
Yep.
And they're a bit flirty.
Okay.
Which I'm like, really? But then I'm like, no, it's okay. Because it's not flirty. It's like friendly. Flirty also, though.
Yeah.
Michaela J. Rodriguez
Oh, yeah. MJ
plays the
Rodriguez.
executive assistant of
Trans
the foundation. She is great. She's very just like...
Golden Globe winner.
Not intimidated by her money. And she's just like, if you're going to hang around, stop being a rich bitch because we're actually fucking trying to do some shit here. And like the first event they go to, Maya Rudolph rocks up with like SUVs for everybody to drive there in. She's like, this is not the look. We are going to open a women's shelter for homeless women. And we are going to rock up in $100,000 worth of car each. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff of her being very rich and out of touch.
Yeah.
But it's very good so far. It's quite funny. I'm not a huge fan of her assistant, Nicholas, Joel Kim Booster.
Oh, Joel Kim Booster, yeah.
Because he is not at all getting on board with what she is trying to do, and that's kind of annoying me.
Okay.
I get the idea of his role is to be there to point out the things that she's not doing that she could be doing because she's rich.
Yes.
But that annoys me a little bit.
Okay.
But Loot is very funny. If you have Apple TV Plus, it is free to watch on there. Season 2 has just recently been released 3 days ago, I think, or like a week ago. But I'm on season 1. It's got a 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb, which is probably fair. 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. But Maya Rudolph's great. The only thing, she's great, but she's not hot billionaire wife. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
But she's
starter wife.
But part of her, she's first wife.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because she was there at the start of his company.
Brooke Shields? Was that a TV show, Starter Wife with Brooke Shields?
Oh. I thought you asked if Brooke Shields was a TV show. No, that's
No, she was
Suddenly
Andre
Susan.
Agassi's starter wife.
Brooke Shields starting over?
There was a TV show called Starter Wife.
The Starter Wife. No. You're gonna be annoyed.
It's Deborah Messing.
It's Deborah Messing.
Yeah.
2 seasons.
Deborah Messing from The Starter Wife.
Yeah, Deborah Messing from The Starter Wife.
Okay. Because I think I've seen a couple of clips of Loot, and it does look funny. And Maya Rudolph is good. So I think I might watch it as well.
Yeah, do.
You know the other thing I might watch? The new Doctor Who.
I actually thought the same thing when I saw the trailer on Disney Plus because he looks great physically and characterly.
Yeah.
But then I'm worried, am I going to have to watch 45 years of Doctor Who to make
and
up for it?
then am I going to be like, who's your favourite doctor? I'm like, fuck, I don't go to the doctor. My dentist, I guess.
Who's your favourite doctor? I'm like, Dr. Seuss?
I don't know. Doc Martin? Dr. Pepper? I don't even like Dr. Pepper.
I don't even like Dr. Pepper.
Maybe it is Dr. Seuss.
Maybe
it's Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius. Who is my favourite doctor?
Doc Brown.
Doc Brown, true. Surely yours then is Juliana Margulies.
She's a nurse. Wow. It's Dr. Abby Lockhart from She Was a Nurse and Then Became a Doctor.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Or it's Dr. Mead from Gone with the... I don't know. I'm just making that up.
It could be Dr. Zoe...
Abby, or Dr. John Carter.
Could be Dr. Zoe Hamilton from Mount Thomas.
Not the other doctor.
Listeners, who's your favourite doctor?
Do you have a favourite doctor?
Your favourite movie
Real
or film?
or like
doctor?
film? I mean, you could be married to a doctor. So your favourite doctor could be your significant other.
Sorry to the...
Yeah, sorry, Rob.
Sorry to the doctors that I know, including the one that I've known for 30 years.
Including the one you referenced earlier in the episode, technically.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know many doctors.
Sorry to them. I know 3. 2 of them are surgeons. So one is back to being a mister.
Oh,
And
you
one
don't
is-
keep doctor?
No, well, once you become a surgeon, you can become a mister again.
I thought Dr.
Or
Peter
a
Benton
Mrs.
was
or a miss.
Oh.
I think
But
you
it's
can
Dr.
still
Gray.
You can still be doctor.
Great. Are you telling me Grey's Anatomy isn't factually correct about the American medical system?
Is Doctor from ER more favourite than Dr. John Dorian?
Yep. He's annoying. So yeah. Maybe Dr. Elliot Reed.
Dr. Turk?
Dr.
his
Turk. Christopher Duncan Turk.
Okay.
His
Chris
dad
Turk.
loved donuts.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I know off the top of my head 3 doctors. 2 of them are surgeons. One actually is a doctor of 2 things recently. I know another doctor also named Robert, but he's not a medical doctor, but he
Okay.
still is very well educated.
Okay, you win, I guess.
You know the same
You knew
same
more
doctor?
doctors? Okay, great.
He's the doctor of singing.
Ah!
Not the singing doctor from Sesame Street.
No.
An actual he has a doctorate in singing.
Where on your rank of doctors does Patch Adams come into it?
I never finished his doctorate.
Technicality.
Trick question.
All right.
But the doctor that was an asshole to him, well below. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Do you remember when we were like, we should just do a podcast where we talk crap?
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Thanks for listening to another episode of 2 out of 3 Brothers. If you're happy for us to keep talking crap into your ears once a week, then subscribe to this. If you'd like extra crap but related to movies, then subscribe to the 2 Drink Cinema podcast as well. Join the
It's
2
all
out of
still
3 Brothers Facebook group and let us know who your favourite doctor is, fictional or non-fictional.
Yeah.
Our childhood dentist is pretty up there. He was pretty good.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Brett.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks for listening to 2 out of 3 Recommend. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this podcast was produced and pay our respects to elders past and present.
If you'd like to support the podcast and become a member, gaining early access to episodes and an exclusive episode each month, sign up as a member using the link in the show notes.
If there's something you'd like to recommend to us, get in touch on the socials or in our Facebook group.
Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on your podcast app or on YouTube. Leave us a rating and review and tell your friends.